Hey everyone, welcome back to the Maverick channel. Today I want to talk about fetch.ai, their wallet they just released. Of course, it's not going to be in very much detail, but sort of to remind ourselves and put a couple of things into perspective. The other thing I want to talk about is the Mobix relationship with fetch.ai and why fetch.ai is very important for the use case of Mobix, and obviously equally fetch.ai needs Mobix as an application that has been built or that is being built on the fetch.ai ecosystem. So first, before we jump into that, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. It's really helpful for the channel. It's really helpful for my motivation, and it's a it's a good thing. It's a good thing to know that the community really appreciates what I try to put out there. And guys, so go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. That's really awesome if you do that. So what I want to address today is something really brief, but something that I think is very important. So if you look at the fetch.ai map, there's a couple of upgrades. I've gone through this. I did a video going through this roadmap and how exciting it is, and the various products that they're building and the various upgrades that they're actually bringing to the table, and how they're going to be really helpful to this fetch.ai ecosystem. Now, the thing that I wanted you to take note of is the Stargate DevNet. So we know, first of all, that in Cosmos, this Stargate is is called the fetch.ai Stargate, but we know in Cosmos there is this Stargate. So what that means within the Cosmos network is Stargate is a set of upgrades that complete the original roadmap laid out in the Cosmos white paper. Guys, if you hear a cat in the background, I don't know what's going on. So for the first time ever, Cosmos blockchains will be able to connect each other using the first standardized protocol for inter-blockchain communication protocol. So guys, you understand this upgrade that fetch.ai is doing with the Stargate. It's essentially going to open up the fetch.ai ecosystem to all these advantages that come with having that upgrade. And one of those is obviously being able to leverage the inter-blockchain communication protocol, which means that those fetch.ai agents will actually be able to interact with all other ecosystems that are built using the Cosmos SDK. That's very important. That's very impactful, because someone out there, if you've heard of, actually I should have included this, there's this application that has recently been built on the Cosmos network. I think I might have talked about it in the past. It's called Osmosis. So it's one of the first DeFi platforms that has been built on the Cosmos ecosystem, on the Cosmos blockchain, that has really taken the whole crypto space by surprise, and it has really taken everyone by surprise because of how interesting it is, how beautiful it is, and how it's actually there. It's actually an underlying decentralized finance decentralized exchange that is on the Cosmos network, that's leveraging all the capabilities, all the advantages that also come with using other platforms like Ethereum, like Binance Smart Chains. I mean, essentially it is here natively on the Cosmos network. So these are some of the exciting things. So the reason why I brought that up, so imagine being able to use, fetch.ai announced their agent that actually works on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. So imagine being able to use such agents on the Cosmos network. And since it has that inter-blockchain communication thingy, you'll be able to communicate with all other platforms built on the Cosmos network. So this is extremely exciting. The fact that the fetch.ai team is really working to upgrade to this Stargate upgrade, because they'll basically be opened up to all these efficiencies that the Cosmos network has, like 100x efficiency, faster full node synchronization, faster upgrades. So these are advantages that come with this upgrade that fetch.ai is doing. So we can see here, this is the other exciting things, that we've launched our browser extension wallet, and it's available for developers on GitHub. It will work like other software wallets, but will be native for the fetch.ai mainnet. So we have so essentially what they've done, if you've used Cosmos before, if you want to interact with Cosmos dApps and other applications on the Cosmos network, essentially you have your MetaMask equivalent, which is the Kepler wallet. I think I have it here. So yeah, this is an example of a random address I popped up, but it's in my account. Essentially I registered, and you can have your name there as well. So with the Kepler wallet, you can interact with the Cosmos blockchain without necessarily having to use a hardware wallet. So it makes it really easy and seamless. So what fetch.ai has done is that they've made a copy of the Kepler wallet, or what do they call it? They made a fork of the Kepler wallet, but they've made it native to the fetch.ai ecosystem. So fetch.ai's fork of the Kepler browser extension wallet by Chain Access is that Chain Access? Yeah, which is designed to act as a generic wallet software for blockchains built using the Cosmos SDK and to support the inter-blockchain communication protocol. So the wallet is configured for the fetch.ai Stargate network with the planned launch date of the 29th of July. So that's this month, guys, 2021. So further information on the Kepler extension wallet can be found here, and they give you that link to that. So this is exciting. Of course, just like everything that's being built, this is obviously new, so we can't expect way too much, because that's expecting too much from or version 1 of a launch. But one thing I really appreciate about fetch.ai is that they're not scared to put products out there. They've theorized on these ideas of multi-agent system and autonomous economic agents, and they're doing everything they can to actually make this a possibility, to make this actual. Guys, for some reason there's so much noise as I'm doing this video, and there's hardly any time. So guys, if you hear any noise, please just bear with it. So essentially, this is going to be important, at least from my perspective, is that these agents with this wallet and with the ability to interact with inter-blockchain communication protocol, and as the Cosmos ecosystem evolves to support other consensus algorithms like proof of work, we shall essentially be able to leverage these agents onto other protocols out there on the Cosmos network as a start, and this is going to open up a lot of opportunities in terms of what these agents can do outside of the fetch.ai ecosystem. So essentially, that's it. This wallet that's being launched on the fetch.ai network, I think it's something that we have to look out for. Of course, there are other things that are coming this month on the fetch.ai, especially with the migration to the fetch.ai mainnet. The staking contract on Ethereum is going to migrate to the fetch.ai mainnet officially, though it will stay active in case of people that want to stay staking within the Ethereum ecosystem and continue getting those rewards, like the Phoenix rewards and other advantages that come with having your tokens on the Ethereum network. But officially, the fetch.ai network is moving to the Cosmos network, which is essentially the place it needs to be to really realize in a massive way what it wants to achieve. So guys, I think it's very exciting, and the wallet really meets more than I think it's more than meets the eye in terms of how it's going to develop and how its use cases are going to develop. So the one last thing I want to talk about was the Mobix ecosystem. So I'm hearing DID, which is decentralized identities, and you know that the Mobix ecosystem essentially focuses or capitalizes around self-sovereignty, self-sovereign identity, and decentralized identity. So I think this is like email, like NFTs, like all these things. It's just one of those things in the cryptocurrency space that hasn't really caught on yet, but it's really going to catch on. And we have a company here, Mobix, which is going to do an airdrop of their tokens on the fetch.ai mainnet. But this Mobix company really needs fetch.ai because they have these decentralized identities or self-sovereign identity, and yet they want to capitalize on the micro-mobility infrastructure. And we know that they're building the fetch.ai mainnet, so which means these agents or the fetch.ai mainnet, which can be pre-programmed with any language you want, really, to do whatever you want and make decisions autonomously. It means that the Mobix ecosystem can neatly package their modules, their software modules, into these agents and have them transmit on top of having the fetch.ai identity, because each agent has its own public key, private key identity relationship. But they'll also probably embed the decentralized identity of a user. So it's like having this thing that's secured by two identities from two different networks, but that are obviously linked to each other by the nature of how they're existing. So I think this is extremely important. There's a reason as to why Datarella and Mobix. Datarella is really the company behind the Mobix ecosystem, but they're also building parking agents on the fetch.ai network separately. So the Mobix really needs fetch.ai, and fetch.ai really needs Mobix in terms of seeing how far the technology can be pushed and seeing how far these agents can be also used. And the other last point that I want to make, by the way, we know that Mobix is partnered with Sovereign, and that's also a blockchain they're using with the decentralized identities. And there's another company as well, but Sovereign is one of the main ones. So the other thing I wanted to talk about to end the video essentially is that things like email, things like smart contracts that are really the underlying backbone or the underlying foundation of the Ethereum network, smart contracts essentially. So it's the same. We know that in the past, Vitalik has wanted to build software agents that are autonomous. We know so many people that have talked about this. We know that multi-agent system, that technology or that idea goes way back. And we understand that there's really only one blockchain out there that has been able to take that theory of multi-agent systems and place it in a practical manner. So the impact of what fetch.ai has built cannot really be conceived by anyone right now. I don't even think the fetch.ai team really conceives the potential impact of this, but they know the importance of it. The impact they may not conceive, but the importance of it is there. And if you truly understand what is going on with fetch.ai and why they're choosing the partners that they're choosing in terms of creating these European consortiums and targeting the automobile industry, and as well as partnering with other IoT based platforms like IOTA, like Ocean Protocol, and blending, creating that unification of data usage, and creating these environments that are going to help to accelerate what they're building. I think the impact of the autonomous economic agents is going to be massive, because I always say it's a massive competitive advantage, and the fact that it can also automate other blockchains, not only interact with other blockchains, but automate the processes of smart contracts, of decentralized finance, of controlling stop losses, of helping to accelerate DeFi and make it more secure. And they also have their decentralized random beacon that they've, there's some old articles that have been where it's like where they actually reference CZ Binance for talking about the decentralized random beacon and how it's actually implemented in the Binance Smart Chain. I'm not too sure if it's actively used because we don't hear much about it, but we know that in the new documentation of the upgraded website of the fetch.ai system, the decentralized random beacon is recognized. And it's very important in terms of as regards random number generation, because basically these autonomous economic agents are going to be in a dynamic environment that is extremely random. So they need this kind of technology to survive and to be efficient. So guys, that's all I wanted to bring to you guys today. I think it's very important. Some of these things seem very miniature if you just look at them at the surface. Of course, not for everyone. I know, the viewers are very smart and very perceptive, but at least, as I always say, for me, understanding this and having that newly found perspective of what these things could do and what they mean, I think it's very, very exciting for me. So guys, that's all I wanted to bring to your attention today. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye guys, take care.